All right, guys, welcome to Podcast Tonight with G.REED. All right, when I tried doing this earlier, I did this earlier and it just started to fuck up on me. So the video, just like the thing, whole feature was just like not working at all, which really it just really pissed me off. So anyway, all right, so tonight what I wanted to do was I had a video up there. I just put a few minutes ago. I'm singing a song by Toby Keith called "Beer for My Horses." Most people probably know it. Um, so anyway, all right. I uploaded that video a few minutes ago. I ain't really the best singer, but I hope you guys can enjoy my singing because my singing is it's okay. My singing ain't the best, but I can sure have a tune here and there, whatever. So anyway, um, tonight, tonight is Thursday, November 20th, 2014. Now, next week we know is Thanksgiving. Now, next week, I hope you guys go out and you have fun with your families. You go out and have a great time. You have Mr. Big Tom Turkey. You go out eat some of him because he's really tasty and really juicy. People want to eat him all the time, and I like him. And make sure to have some of that cranberry sauce. Cranberry sauce is some good stuff. So as we get into that, what I wanted to tell you guys was tonight that I'm thinking of making my own shirt for my YouTube channel. And you know how most people do that? They always have a shirt or some sort of thing for the YouTube channel. And I'm thinking of making my own shirt for my channel as well. I'm thinking of making my own. Now on the front, if you notice, on the front now, I can't screen share it because I don't know what I tried it earlier, it wasn't working, which really made me mad. But anyway, what I tried doing was, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have on the front, it's gonna say it's vlogging time. So, and then on the back, I'm gonna have it saying, it's gonna show like the YouTube symbol, and in the middle, like where the play button is, it's gonna be it's gonna show like my letter G. You've probably seen it before. It's gonna show that symbol. All right. And for that symbol, that actually looks pretty good to me. I actually think that looks pretty good to me myself. Um, but yeah, I mean that's gonna look actually pretty darn good because of that's what I'm thinking. Because most YouTubers do have their own shirt, and when they have their own shirt, they're like, okay, well, here. I mean, that's what I want to do is make my own shirt for my channel. So I actually know a place that's not too far from here, and they can make sure it's real easy, real quick. I don't know how long it takes to make one of those, but I hope it's not too long because if you make one of those shirts, that's good. But anyway, all right. So I want to talk to you guys about coming up with the holidays shop and all the holiday seasons. Thanksgiving's next week, okay, and then not too far from that is going to be Christmas. So 5 weeks away is from but 5 weeks away from now is Christmas. So and then by next week be 4 weeks. But as until we wait till and but until then, some people need to go out shopping for their stuff. You need to go out and find some stuff like gifts for your family because your family depends on you to get that stuff. But you know what? Christmas is to me is not about the gifts. It's not about all the food. It's about being there with your family. And when you're there with your family, it's really good because when you're with your family, you're having a great time on the holidays. Whatever holiday it is, it's Easter, Christmas, New Year's, whatever you decide to do a holiday with friends, family, whatever. It's really good to be there with your family because your family, they love you and they want to be there with you. And when they're there with you, they're going to experience a great time with you and and they're going to remember that moment to the rest of their lives. And even after they die, and then after they die, you're going to still remember that time. Say, hey, I remember when Johnny was here and Mike was here, and we are having New Year's party and everything else. Which, by the way, on Christmas and well, first of all, I'm gonna try to do something next week for Thanksgiving, and then for Christmas Christmas and New Year's, I'm gonna try to do a live podcast when until the year's over. Cool. So anyway, I can't wait for that. That's gonna be really good. I can't wait for that. But anyway, we got like 5 weeks waiting for that next, and we have like a week for that. So as for that, until that goes around, I want to give a message about Black Friday. Excuse me. Until Black Friday decides to make a roll around, um, what I want it to happen now. I'm just telling people who are really shoppers and really are actually into the Black Friday thing entirely itself. Now, when that arrives, I want to tell you guys. I want you guys to be really careful. Now some of your parents are like, "Oh, mommy, oh, daddy, oh, whatever. I'm gonna go out and shop." Okay, be careful, honey. Go out and have a good time. Okay, just be really careful. We love you. You know they have like that. All right. So I'm gonna deliver a. This is a special message from me to my YouTube fans. If you are a shopper, Black Friday, and if you're not, that's good. I commend you on that one. But anyway, I want to say that um, when you go out to the store and you're waiting in line, go out there and don't push and shove or anything. I know most people want to do that just to get inside quicker. Don't shove people because if you don't get anything that if they run out of something that you're trying to get and you're like the last person in line and they don't have it, you know what? You can wait or look online for those things that you want. So if someone wants to buy a Xbox One or something, look online for that stuff. Look online. Okay? Most places like Amazon or maybe you can go to GameStop if GameStop carries loads of system all the time. Every time I go to my GameStop, that's like 20 minutes away from here, which is kind of what I don't like. Go over to that GameStop or go over to any GameStop that's close to you and just go there and say, hey, do you have any Xbox Ones, PS4s, Wii's, whatever you have in stock? And they'll probably say, yeah, we do. So you're not really out of luck on Black Friday. So if you go out to Black Friday, don't really make a fool out of you. Most people usually do because I've seen this one guy in the news a couple years ago in Chicago after Thanksgiving for the day, and this guy in the news was trying to steal a game for his son or something, and or his I think yeah it was his son. He went out to buy a game and it didn't work out for him really because when he tried doing that it got the cops involved. So anyway, so that kid either got his game or he didn't get his game at all. But anyway, as till that is rolling around, I know most people want to go out and have a good time with Thanksgiving. They want to try to push and shove to get in line. Well, I I'm here to tell you, don't go out and make a complete jackass out of yourself. Just don't do it. Because if you live in a big city, I feel pretty sorry for some people in a big city like Los Angeles, Chicago. I'm trying to think like New York and Miami and Orlando and all those cities and Dallas and Norfolk, Virginia. I don't know where that came from, and many other cities. Whatever cities you got to go around with it. I mean, you go around and those people are standing in line, and there's like millions of people in line. And then time you get there and you leave the store and everything is emptied out of the store, and there's nothing on the shelves anymore. Uh, your Xbox Ones and your PlayStation 4s and all that stuff, they're written out. There's no more. I mean, seriously, come on, man. I mean, when do you want to? When are you gonna get your own thing that you want to buy? So let's say you want to buy an action figure or something, or like a little Barbie doll or whatever for your niece or whatever you want to buy something for Christmas, which is like 5 weeks away, or actually 4 weeks away from next week. You buy something for them for the holidays, and you're like, oh man, and then you get it later. That piece of shit, man, I'd bought for like 50 cents, man, broken. And you see that thing in the store and it's broken and that's the only one in stock and you buy it and you can't put it together, your daughter niece is gonna be pretty fucking disappointed in their uncle or whoever the hell bought it for him. I swear to God, man. But I don't want to get into detail because if I do that, blah blah, that's how comedians hoo ha whatever they do. But anyway, now I want to just promote something real quick. You can follow me on Twitter here at Grant66106. Okay. My email is at grantreed167@gmail.com. You can go out there. You can message me on there if you have anything you want to, talk to me about or anything, whatever you want to message me about, or anything, you can message me there, or you can tweet me, do my thing, like I said, at Grant66106. When I have this video on my channel, I'll have my links below for my YouTube channel and my what is it? Oh, and my email. So I'll have a thing below for both those things. You can follow me on there, whatever. But anyway, so I've also been promoting some of my vlogs lately. I have been doing some vlog episodes that I've been doing lately. I'm up to episode number 8 at the moment. I have my latest vlog was me going to some indoor golf, because I know most people don't do indoor golf really. But you know what? For the one, if people are serious about golf and they want to do it all year round, most people go out to golf and they go out there to play indoors for whatever and whoever and whenever. People go out there just to play golf, and I'm a golf person myself. And there's nothing wrong with being a golf guy. And if you're really serious about being on a team or anything about golf, because if golf is one of those simple sports that just, I mean, it just like, it's just one of those easy sports you can play. You can play for your entire life. I mean, it's like, whoa. I mean, wow. I mean, how corrupted are you going to be with it? I mean, it's like, oh my God. When you play a sport like that for the rest of your life, I mean, it's like, how long am I going to be doing this, and where do I get my expectations and this and that? And it's like, when you have one of those simple sports, because some of the sports you play in your life, you can't play for all the time. And when you do that, it's like, I wish that I wish I can play basketball or baseball my entire life. Well, when you get older, you really can't decide on what's going to happen on that. And when you play a sport for, who knows how long you play a sport for, you play a sport for the whole your entire life that you really like playing, and then one day when you're like in your 50s or 55 and you still keep playing, your elbow breaks and you're like, oh dude, and then you're 60 years old and you can't play anymore. So I hate to tell you this, people, but if you are a sport player and you don't know about it, and you play and you only want to play like basketball or baseball your entire life, nah, it's not really something you want to do. I hate to disappoint you, but it's that's kind of how the human body works. So the human body is a thing that just doesn't want to do anything like forever and ever and ever. I mean, because when you want to do a sport forever and ever and ever that you like playing, there's only one sport, and that's the sport I like playing, and that's going on the course, hitting 9 holes. I mean, 9 holes is really simple. I mean, I've played 9 holes like many times before. I played 18 holes before. It's 18 holes is a little bit tougher than 19, because when you're at 9 holes, you're like, oh, 9 more holes to go. It gets pretty tough and challenging, and especially if you play on a course that has hills like going up and down all around. It's like, wow, how am I supposed to win? And when I'm screwed, and when I'm completely screwed here, and I don't know what to do, which really just pisses a bunch of people off. Because if it pisses you off, it pisses me off too. Because I ain't really good at playing on uphill. I'm pretty good at playing a straight line course, and that's what I like. I like playing on a straight line course, and that's what I want. I want to be on a straight line course that has, that has the right abilities to where I can play and not have to, screw in the course. Because when you don't play a sport for a long time, you start to like just completely suck. I hate to tell you, but you completely start to suck ass. In my opinion, yes, you start to suck. You start to suck, and you can't play anymore. And when you're doing this, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then when you're playing later on, I mean, like, wow. I mean, I can't believe I've just been playing for who knows how long. And then when you get better, I mean, if you stick with it and you want to do something about it, and you get noticed, hey, you know what? It's really good to be getting noticed by anyone who decides to notice you. And when you get noticed by so many people um, that try to see how good you are in a sport, um, and they find how good you are, and they say, hey, I want this guy because this guy sounds like he'd be a really good, um, a really good person for our team. And when you have a really good person in your team that can, hey, you can lead to a lot of victories and goals and success in your life. So anyway, I ain't really good with doing too many sports, but I can say golf is that one sport I enjoy. So, and right now I'm actually putting this thing on my Twitter right now. I'm sorry about the last one. The last one didn't work out. I mean, that one just completely just fucked, man. That was just really. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that didn't work out. And this one should work. Well, I shouldn't tweet that. Um, yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Grant66106. Like I said, my email is at grantreed167@gmail.com. You can find me. You can email me there or tweet me there. Usually I'm on my Twitter like every day, so you can find me here and there. So anyway, I check my Twitter daily. So that's how people are, you know. Um, yeah. So hold on just a minute. Now this one better work. Now, one tweet that I posted on my a long time ago that was this. I said, just had one of my longest matches in WWE 2K15 with my brother, hashtag Wax, known as G.REED. You've seen him. I did a uh, thing with him before, and on YouTube. And sorry about that. You probably can't just hear myself. That was me talking. I said I just had one of my longest matches in 2K15 with hashtag Wax. He was Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan. Bryan went through two walls, like barricades, and he put me through an announce table, and I think he put me like through something. He put me through a bunch of stuff, and somehow, I hate to tell you, but somehow I still ended up winning the match when I was like when I was that good. I still ended up winning the match when I was that good. Because when you're that good in like a wrestling game, whenever there's only certain games that people can be good at. And wrestling games are my perspective wanting to be good at something. And you know what? I'm actually pretty good at wrestling games, and that's one thing that I've been playing since I've been a little kid. I'm going back to like Smack. When I was little, there. If you ever heard of a store called Family Video, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. They have one. When I was little, I always wanted to rent SmackDown. Shut your mouth. Now, when we did that, I always went to the account. And I said, "Do you guys have SmackDown? Shut your mouth." And I said, "No." That last day, that one day when I went there, they didn't have. I was like, "Oh my god! I can't believe that game is no longer in stock." I was like, "Come on!" I was like, "What the heck, YouTube?" Or not, what YouTube? What the heck, Family Video? I was like, "Oh my god!" But then as time moved on, I decided you know, I still bought my own wrestling games. But I still I rented my games. I bought them when I bought my own games. It was so cool because when you pre-order your own games, I mean, it's yours to keep for life. And then, I mean, I have like a stack of like wrestling games, like on this little like thing you can hold like movies and DVDs in or whatever. And most people go to Blu-ray these days, so whatever, it's Blu-ray. I uh, I went there. I have a whole bunch of wrestling games. I have like games from like 2000 and go back to SmackDown versus Raw, man. I have like games from like 2000 SmackDown versus Raw 2007, which was the very first game to be on Xbox, till like to like now WWE 2K15. I mean, 2K just started like a year ago, and then we had WWE 13 that lasted with THQ. THQ lasted a long time with WWE games until it just never worked out. And WWE games have been around for a very, very long time, and when those games like last for all that time, I mean, it's a generation of games, and a generation of games decides to stick around for a while. So I mean, I feel it's pretty good when you have all that stuff going on, and then YouTube has been. I mean, like a bunch of games and people do things on YouTube, and YouTube has been around for a long time. YouTube's been around since like oh trying to think how long. YouTube's been around for quite some time. I mean, the YouTube's been around since like early 2000s, and that's actually really good for people who do that. I mean, and going back to early 2000 age, I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, how long I can't believe YouTube's been around, because the very first guy that started doing YouTube, he's on there. He's like at a zoo or something, and talk about these elephants, whatever. And when he's doing that, and then it says date was like 2005 or something. I mean, wow. I mean, how many? I mean, I just can't believe. I mean, a lot of these generation of computers, video games, whatever, has come a long way in time, in times of wanting people to play them. I mean, video games in general has come a long way itself. I'm a gamer. Maybe people out there who watch the channel, maybe you're big gamers as well. That's what people are these days. Are big gamers, and when you're a big gamer, I mean, being into gaming is nothing okay. Is nothing wrong, and people can make careers out of being in gaming. And people may work for like 2K or THQ. THQ is pretty much gone now. I think there's Rockstar. People play Rockstar games, create the famous game that we know today as Grand Theft Auto, which actually just came out on I think the PS4. I think so, and out on the one. So make sure to go buy that because that just came out. And then it's been out on the 360, and then since like a year ago, and because most people play the games on the 360, and I mean, these games these days that we have on their Xbox 3, people have to go. People are just not really going for old school because old school games are still cool, man. If you have a GameCube, but like I remember playing WWE Days of Reckoning or something like that on the GameCube at my cousin's house. I played over there. You know what? I was actually not a really bad gamer on that. I actually did some. I actually did pretty good on. Uh, uh, oh, I actually did pretty good on those games, and those games they're meant for me. And then when I realized, hey, when those games are meant for me, I realized, hey, you know what? This is a generation of gaming I decided to go into. So I went into playing WWE wrestling games since I was very little, and I haven't stopped playing since then. So make sure to give this, if you're watching this podcast channel, make sure to give it a big like, please. I'd really appreciate that if I got a big like on this video. Please, and thank you very much. So anyway, if you also want to ask me a question, I'll answer any questions you'd like me to answer, and I have the question answer thing popped up. So if you'd like to ask me a quick question about anything and everything, that'd be just fine. Or like I said, I'll have my thing, and I'll have my email and my Twitter down below, so you guys can see what I do and everything else. So as for that, pulling on. Trying to think what else I want to talk about here. Oh yeah, W15 came out this week on the one. Most people who play next gen games are really good with that stuff. So that just came out. I actually played this week. I put a tweet out there. Actually, I put a picture of a tweet, and I put a picture in a tweet. Man, I don't know how to. I can't say things right. I put a picture in a tweet, and I was over at my brother's, and we played a match in the Elimination Chamber. And I looked at those graphics. I mean, those things actually look pretty good. Pretty good to me. Because when I looked, I was like, wow, that's next gen. I'm like, wow. I mean, it looks so good. I mean, I compared it right to Xbox One or the Xbox 360. I was like, wow, that's so much better. I mean, I said, I'm missing out, dude. I totally should buy a one, man, because if I bought a one, dude, I'd totally be set to play a one. And Xbox Ones, I mean, they're pretty cool, and they actually make things more realistic. I mean, being real and being almost as real as almost being as real as taking candy from a baby or whatever they call it, whoever, whatever, whenever. Most things have come a long way from, like back from like not from the 90s until 2014, which people just mess up this year. They call it like 2K13 or 2K14 or whatever they call it. Who knows? And 2K15 and wow, I mean, 2015 is actually not too far away from now. Nope. It's like seven. It's like five. It's like no five. No. Let me count on my phone a minute. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap, guys! About 6, 7 weeks away. It is going to be the new year. Oh my god! I just can't believe it. The new year is like right around the corner. Wow, the new year is just like right around the corner, guys. it's just right on the corner, and most people are pretty excited because I'm excited about this one. So wow, it's like where has this year even gone? We've started all the way back in heck, I remember what I did. Like I remember what I did this year. I went to California this summer. Yeah, it's in my YouTube channel. You can check it out. We made to California. I made a slideshow of some stuff, and man, I just can't believe this year has gone by so fast. Wow, this is one of the quickest years that I feel like I've ever been in. But every year goes by quick as soon as when you're older. I mean, we're getting older. We're heading. The clock is winding down, and until our death date is upon us, we're dead. So I mean, wow, tomorrow's the 21st. Next week is Thanksgiving. Wow, I just can't believe the world has just changed from so much until now. I mean, the world has gone from like so much. I mean, wow. I mean, we're in this day and age today. We're able to do things that we haven't been able to do a long time. I'm actually glad I was born in this day and age because I like being on computers. I like gaming. I just like things of the 21st. I like the 21st century. That's all I can say. I like the 21st century. And if you're not down with it, I got two words for you. So suck it. Yeah, quoted by New Age Outlaws. People love the New Age Outlaws, man. Man, I liked when they were actually around in 2013 last year around the Royal Rumble time, and they were facing like CM Punk and those guys, and CM Punk was like, blah, 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 I'm gonna kick your ass and everything, and he was against the Authority, and CM Punk actually hasn't been against the Authority for a long time, and they made him heel because they thought, hey, CM Punk would actually work out and for the Authority, and it worked out, and man, I actually remember Raw being watching wrestling in 2012 was actually not as bad as I thought. I remember Raw being like really, really good, and SmackDown was SmackDown, and then they had like pay-per-views were always good. And then I noticed these days pay-per-views are not as bad as they are today. Pay-per-views are actually pretty dang good, and I actually like watching. I like watching pay-per-views, and this Sunday, as we know, is going to be Survivor Series. Survivor Series is going to be a really good pay-per-view. Um, you can probably hear my chair in my background. That's what my chair did. But I mean, Survivor Series is um, just around the corner, and the Sunday is going to be a pretty good match. We got Team Authority versus Team Cena, and I was reading this article. They were going to make Team Cena lose. Um, it's ironic to hear that. I mean, wow. How is that going to be an effect on like team whoever, and like wow. I mean, most people are like, Team Cena is going to lose, and then you realize, wow. I mean, Team Cena, if they lose, I mean that's like John Cena's like big thing. I mean, his whole entire career has been based off being in World Wrestling Entertainment. I mean, being in World Wrestling Entertainment is actually an accomplishment. I mean, if you get in a business like that, it's like, wow. And if you're been in the business for like a long time, and which I feel like I have, if I was in that business for a long time, dude, if I have worked for WWE, that'd be so cool, man. I wish I could totally work in WWE, dude. I would totally like do a commentary like so good. I'd be like, Bago, he killed him, Bago, Bago, he killed him, Bago, Bago. I'd be like Jim Ross, like Bago, 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 Bago. That's what I'd do. I'd be like that, and that's whatever. So it's like I think JBL is the best one that has like the best commentary that like that's like ever even progressed. Um, I just think that some of the commentary that's ever even been noticed in World Wrestling Entertainment and so on. I just think that most people. I think JBL has like pretty good funny commentary, even though he complains and shit for the whole time. I just think he has some pretty good academic commentary. And then sometimes like there's like moments where like Michael Cole and like Jerry Lawler and like JB, what the hell are you talking about? Like what the fuck, man? What are you like? are you like deaf or something? You know? And then they're like, wow, I mean, JBL, what the hell are you think you're doing? I mean, JBL, I don't even know what this guy's even saying. And they're completely messing around with, John Bradshaw Layfield, and they're like, JBL is going to hell. JBL, he's John Bradshaw Layfield. I mean, JBL is. I don't know, man. I think JBL has some of the weirdest like commentaries that you just ever hear. I mean, and then we go back to like Jim Ross in those days. Where it's like that was some good moments to watch, like to hear Jim Ross, on on the microphone. Um, I mean, it's like, wow. Well, I looked on my notifications and someone responded no to my podcast tonight. Wow, that's pretty. I'm actually disappointed in that. That's actually disappointing. I'm really disappointed in that one viewer. Why one viewer? What? Why? Why? What did I do to you, man? Is it because I have like? Is it because you think I suck on here? No, no, honey, I don't think so. But I got one viewer watching, so I really think that one viewer who's watching. So that's one's better than none, as much as they can say. So anyway, well, I had an issue a little about while ago, about a week or so ago. I got my screen cracked, and here's what happened. Now you know how screen cracks, most people drop their phones. That's how it is. And well, I didn't drop my phone. I had my phone in my pocket, I guess, and for some reason I was pushing on the screen guard, and it completely cracked. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I look at it, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me right now. So then I get home. I think, okay, maybe my screen's okay. Maybe it's all right. I took my screen cover off. My complete screen is completely cracked. I'm like, what the F? I'm like, are you serious right now? Is this thing actually like broken? I'm like, oh my God, really? It's broken. So then I get like, who knows anywhere with it. And then when it's broken, I mean, wow. So we take it to we go first. We go to AT&T local store, and they say, well, hey, you can walk up with the iPhone 5, and then we're like, well, we had an iPhone 5 last year. Mom got an iPhone 5, and it didn't work out because in where I live is a really tiny town. It didn't really get much reception and everything. So we get an iPhone 5. It didn't work. So and we're thinking, so then they tell us you can get an iPhone 5, you can walk here $30 with iPhone 5 and a 2-year contract. So I call my mom. No, she doesn't want us in a 2-year contract because I guess she's not really been happy with AT&T, and sometimes I haven't been either. So she gets the iPhone 5, and it gets home, doesn't work, and then we go back over there and they say that to me. They tell us that like about the you gotta walk to your contract. I'm like, no, it doesn't work. So then we ask. They say, is there any places that we can get any local place? And they said, yeah. So the local place, they fix iPhone screens. There's like it's like an electronics shop. It was kind of a, well, I don't want to say anything about it because I'd rather not. So then I'm on the show. We're in there and they work on it for a while. We get back we get back a bit later, and my phone's like looks like completely like it's brand new again. I'm like, oh my lord! It looks just like I bought it. It looks just like the day I bought it. Because like even though I got a new cover on everything, it looks just like the day I bought it. I mean, it does just like the day I bought it, because when the day I bought it, the screen was completely brand new and there was nothing wrong with it. I'm like, I can't believe this person just helped me fix my phone, and and I'm like, wow. So I'm actually thankful for that person who did that. So I really thank that person who helped fix my phone screen. So that was good. And then, well, there has a lot of stuff been going on in my time lately, and some of it's personal reasons, so I can't discuss it. The other stuff is some good things. So, um, I think I was talking earlier in the vlog about making a shirt for my own vlog here, or no, for my vlog and for my YouTube channel. What I'd have in the front is vlogging time. It says it's vlogging time on the front, and in the back would be the big YouTube like logo, and then in the middle, like where the play button is, it'd be my letter G. If you ever seen it on my YouTube channel before, I think that would look pretty good myself. And in my opinion, if I can, let me see if I can get my thing to work here. All right, I might get my camera to do something. All right, I'm gonna try this in a minute. See if this works. right, well, my camera seems like it's working okay. So let's see this a minute. Now I can work this out here. What do we got? All right. On the front, it says it's vlogging time. It's like, even though it's backwards, it says it's vlogging time. And then this logo right here would be that symbol right here. And then I don't know how this is going to work. Well, this is the big YouTube logo is right here. And then here's that play button. And then right in the middle would be my letter G, which would be really cool. So that's gonna look so nice that's gonna look so nice from my YouTube channel. And most people usually watch my YouTube channel, and I get some decent views myself, even though that would go. Hate when that happens, but oh well. I just learned to deal with stuff like that. It doesn't bother me a bit, and I'll work those bugs out later. So anyway, if you are I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to think of something I can do. Well, what can I do right now? I'm trying to think of something I can do that could do something to help you guys out. Well, what I was talking about earlier, I think before my article completely like dissed off. I mean, it doesn't really seem like it was working. Oh, what was I gonna do here? Oh, what is the thing I can do? Man, coming up with topics is hard, but I should really write them down next time. That might be a good idea. But anyway, well, I might end the vlog. I might end this episode early. It's an early episode, but I can say I did an episode on this Thursday. Even though it didn't really work out, and it might have pissed some people off because I did what I could with the vlog, and I can't really make this much of an hour. But it's good enough for most reasons. But anyway, but I mean, yeah, I really appreciate the people who watch my channel. I do what I can for you guys every day. I just actually uploaded a video of myself, me singing "Before My Horses" by Toby Keith. Great song. It's always been a good song for anyone. And whoever decides to listen to that song is pretty cool. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the vlog here for tonight, and I'm gonna end the vlog. I'm gonna end this thing here out with a song. So let me find a quick little G.REED here. If I can find a quick little song that most people probably may listen to, may not listen to. I have no idea. So, I like singing. Just hope you can hear me for this sec. Hope you can hear me take my headset out. Hey guys. Hey, if you can hear me now, that's probably a little bit more distant of a song thing there, but I'm gonna leave out I'm gonna go to my thing here in a minute, and yeah. So if I can find a song that I listen to, what song do I want to play out here? All right, we're gonna play something good here tonight. Okay. I'm still looking for a good song. I like listening to music. I have a good music thing I have music on my phone. I have music here and there. I have music, whatever. Okay, I think I have one right. I think I have one right here. You guys can listen to it. It's the song that I have here is called. Well, and I don't want to do that one. That one's kind of weird. And the song out here. Let's see what we got here. No. Oh boy. Hope this thing will work. Not this one. This is a different. No, I don't want this song. He goes like dun 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 dun, and then. All right, let's go to this playlist a minute. Here you go. Enjoy this while it gets over with.
All right, guys, just for the heck of it, I'll play one more song, and this song is called Online" by Brad Paisley. All right, guys. Well, as to end this episode, next week I'm thinking of doing request week for songs next week. I know next week is Thanksgiving. Somehow I'm gonna figure something out. Maybe I won't. Excuse me. Maybe I won't do a podcast until the weekend because other things will be going on, family and stuff like that. So anyway, um, but it says that time as until that rolls in. Um, I really thank you for joining. I know I didn't have a topic, so I just played some music for the end of the show. So many thanks for everyone for watching for listening in. Yeah, well, watching and listening into the show tonight. And I'll see you guys hopefully next week or sometime in the weekend for a podcast. So Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week sometime.